2024 UEFA Nations League Season Overview. The 2024 UEFA Nations League season is approaching a critical juncture, with teams fiercely competing for promotion and relegation. This briefing will summarize this important match and analyze its implications for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers. Match Overview ***. Belgium will face Italy on November 14 in Group 2 of League A in the UEFA Nations League. Currently, Italy leads with 10 points, while Belgium sits in third place with only 4 points. The two teams previously drew 2-2 in the group stage. Key highlights ***. 1. Italy is in good form, recently defeating Israel 4-1, and is expected to maintain its lead in the group. Belgium, on the other hand, lost 2-1 to France in their last match and needs to bounce back at home. 2. The outcome of this match will directly affect both teams' seeding positions for the World Cup qualifying draw. Italy is likely to secure a top seed, while Belgium may face a challenging playoff scenario. 3. Additionally, this edition of the Nations League has introduced promotion playoffs, where the third-placed team will compete in a two-legged knockout against the second-placed team, with the winner advancing to a higher league. This is also a significant goal for some teams. Conclusion ***. This match is undoubtedly a focal point of the Nations League. Italy aims to progress smoothly to the quarter-finals with its impressive group performance, while Belgium needs to secure a win at home. Regardless of the outcome, this match will have a substantial impact on both teams' seeding positions for the future World Cup qualifiers. Fans can look forward to this exciting clash between European powerhouses. Premier League Briefing, November 15, 2024. 1. Impact of the Premier League Kicks program ***. Premier League Kicks is a long-term community initiative under the Premier League that provides free football training and life guidance for young people. The program not only helps participants stay away from negative behaviors, but also offers them opportunities to develop as coaches and staff. Take Max Scott as an example. He went astray during his youth due to family issues and school problems, but with the help of the Premier League Kicks program, he ultimately found his direction in life and became an excellent coach. He is now dedicated to inspiring and guiding other young people through his experiences, ensuring the continued impact of Premier League Kicks. 2. New season dynamics in the Premier League ***. The title race in the new Premier League season is highly competitive. Leaders Liverpool are 5 points ahead, but defending champions Manchester City have suffered 2 consecutive league defeats and are struggling with injuries. Chelsea, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, and Brighton are all closely trailing with 19 points. It remains uncertain who will ultimately claim the Premier League title, and fans are eagerly anticipating the developments of the new season. Overall, the Premier League Kicks program is making a positive impact on the community by changing individual destinies, while the title race in the new season continues to attract widespread attention. Serie A Briefing, November 15, 2024. This week in Serie A has been exciting, with several strong teams vying for the top of the standings. Barcelona is preparing to sign Napoli forward Kvaratskhelia for €80 million, with both sides negotiating transfer details. Meanwhile, AS Roma has once again changed coaches, with the renowned Claudio Ranieri taking over in hopes of turning the team's fortunes around. In a key match, leaders Napoli drew 1-1 away against defending champions Inter Milan, with only a 1-point gap between the two teams. Atalanta, Fiorentina, and Lazio also secured victories, closely pursuing the top spot. The highlight of this round will be Inter Milan's home match against Napoli, where both teams are evenly matched, making the outcome hard to predict. Additionally, AC Milan will face Cagliari away, hoping for another stellar performance from American star Christian Pulisic. The match between Roma and Bologna will also be closely watched, as coach Juric's future hangs in the balance. Overall, this round of Serie A promises to be thrilling, with fluctuating standings and intense competition among top teams for the championship and European qualification. La Liga Briefing, November 15, 2024. In this match, Real Sociedad defeated league leaders Barcelona 1-0, thanks to a goal from Gerard Beker in the 33rd minute. The match was full of excitement. 1. In the 13th minute, Robert Lewandowski scored for Barcelona, but it was ruled offside by VAR. 2. In the 33rd minute, Sociedad's Susic headed the ball to Beaker, who skillfully shot it into the net, breaking the deadlock for the home team. 3. Barcelona failed to hit the target with 7 shots in the first half, while Sociedad was more effective in attack. 4. Early in the second half, Sociedad nearly doubled their lead, but Oyarzábal's shot was saved by Barcelona's goalkeeper Pena. 5. Ultimately, Sociedad secured a narrow victory, ending Barcelona's winning streak without a single shot on target throughout the match. In summary, this match was a thrilling encounter, with Real Sociedad showcasing excellent defense and attack to triumph over league leaders Barcelona. Despite Barcelona's tactical superiority, they were unable to secure a victory away from home. This match undoubtedly stands out as a highlight of the La Liga season. Real Madrid briefing, November 15, 2024, injury concerns for key players. Key points *. 1. Real Madrid's defense has been severely impacted, with key defenders Eder Militao and Dani Carvajal set to miss the entire season, forcing the club to seek defensive reinforcements in the winter transfer window. 2. Aymeric Laporte has become one of Real Madrid's targets. The centre-back, currently with Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia, has indicated that joining the White Giants is a possibility. 3. Laporte's transfer fee is expected to be between €10 million and €12 million, which is quite affordable for Real Madrid. There is even a possibility of signing him on a free transfer next summer. 4. Bringing in Laporte would help Real Madrid fill significant gaps in their defense, as he is an experienced player capable of making an immediate impact. The club is seriously evaluating this option to address upcoming challenges in La Liga and the Champions League. Conclusion * Real Madrid is facing injury troubles with key players, prompting them to seek defensive reinforcements in the winter window. Aymeric Laporte has emerged as a primary target, with a relatively affordable transfer fee, making a future move to the White Giants likely. Signing Laporte would help maintain defensive stability as the team prepares for important upcoming matches. Manchester City player Benjamin Mendy wins case for unpaid wages. Briefing, November 15, 2024. Key points * 1. Former Manchester City defender Benjamin Mendy has won a significant portion of his unpaid wages in a case related to sexual assault charges, amounting to approximately £8.5 million. 2. This case is similar to that of BBC presenter Hugh Edwards, highlighting the need for employers to act cautiously when employees are accused of serious crimes regarding wage deductions. 3. Employers can only legally withhold wages if explicitly stated in the employee's contract, such as refusal to work. Even in these cases, employers must proceed carefully to avoid legal, financial, and reputational risks. 4. For well-known brands or publicly scrutinized companies, adding wage deduction clauses in employee contracts may be prudent, but they must weigh the risks of reputational damage. 5. These high-profile cases serve as a reminder for employers to act cautiously when withholding wages, as employees have the right to appeal against wrongful deductions. Conclusion * This article explores how employers should act cautiously regarding wage deductions when employees are accused of serious crimes, using the cases of Benjamin Mendy and Hugh Edwards as examples. It emphasizes that unless explicitly stated in the employee's contract, employers typically do not have the right to withhold wages. Even with relevant clauses, employers must proceed carefully to avoid legal, financial, and reputational risks. For well-known brands, adding such clauses may be prudent, but the risks of reputational damage must be considered. These cases remind employers to act cautiously when withholding wages, as employees have the right to appeal against wrongful deductions. Inter Milan's second-team project accelerates. Briefing, November 15, 2024. Key points * 1. Inter Milan is accelerating plans to establish a second team, a relatively new practice in Italian football. 2. The second team's training base will be located at the Interello Training Center, with the possibility of sharing the Veracina Stadium, currently home to Veracina FC. 3. The project is likely to be overseen by the club's sporting director, Piero Azzilio. If a vacancy arises in Serie B next season, Inter will not hesitate to seize the opportunity. 4. The 2024-25 Serie A season is about to kick off, with Inter and Juventus considered favorites for the title, while AC Milan and Napoli could also emerge as dark horses. 5. The upcoming highlight match will be Inter's home game against Napoli, a crucial encounter that could determine the title race. 6. Additionally, AC Milan's young star Christian Pulisic is expected to make his starting debut in the away match against Cagliari. 7. The coaching future of Roma's coach Juric is also under scrutiny, as the match against Bologna could be his last at the club. Conclusion: Inter Milan is fully committed to advancing its second-team project, aiming to provide more professional match experience for young players. Meanwhile, the new Serie A season is set to begin, with strong teams like Inter, Juventus, AC Milan, and Napoli engaged in fierce competition for the title. Additionally, the future of certain coaches is also a focal point of interest. Overall, this briefing comprehensively outlines the latest developments in Inter's second-team project and highlights key topics in Serie A. Milan team's recent updates briefing. 1. Milan midfielder Tijjani Reinders has attracted interest from European giants Manchester City and Barcelona, but the Rossoneri are confident about renewing his contract. Milan plans to increase his salary from €1.7 million to €3.5 million to retain the 26-year-old midfield core. 2. Since joining Milan from AZ Alkmaar for €20 million in 2023, Reinders' market value has approached €60 million. Milan has stated that despite his skyrocketing value, they will not easily part with this key player, especially given his outstanding performance this season. 3. In addition to Reinders, Milan is actively negotiating contract renewals with goalkeeper Mike Maignan, defenders Gabbia and Hernandez, hoping to retain their core squad in preparation for the 2026 World Cup. 4. Former Milan coach Louis van Gaal praised Reinders' development in the AZ Youth Academy, commending Milan for timely discovering and signing the Dutch talent. He believes Reinders still has room for improvement in the next 1 to 2 years and could potentially join top clubs like Real Madrid or Manchester City. 5. Milan president Scaroni expressed pride in Milan being the only true team in the city, noting that as a Vicenza native, he became a die-hard Milan fan during his studies in Milan, making his current role as president a rare experience. Conclusion: The Milan teams are performing well in terms of player renewals, new signings, and overall performance, preparing adequately for the upcoming 2026 World Cup. The president's pride reflects the team's status and influence in the city of Milan. Bayern Munich team updates, November 15, 2024. 1. Bayern Munich is making unprecedented financial efforts to retain key player Jamal Musiala. The 21-year-old has become a crucial player for both the team and the German national team, and Bayern is preparing to offer a contract extension with a salary of €22 million, making him one of the highest-paid players at the club, on par with Harry Kane. Bayern does not want to include a release clause in the contract to prevent Musiala's departure. 2. Meanwhile, reports suggest that Real Madrid is not currently prioritizing Bayern Munich star Joshua Kimmich as a transfer target. Instead, they are focusing on other targets, including Liverpool's Trent Alexander-Arnold, Bayer Leverkusen's Florian Wirtz, and Bayern's Alphonso Davies. However, if they fail to secure other targets, Real Madrid may still consider signing Kimmich on a free transfer after his contract expires. Conclusion: Bayern Munich is making every effort to retain key player Musiala, while Real Madrid has not prioritized Kimmich as a target but remains interested. These updates reflect the different strategies of two top clubs in the talent acquisition landscape. Chelsea's key information summary ahead of Arsenal match. 1. Chelsea manager Maresca is concerned about whether star Cole Palmer will be fit to play in the crucial match against Arsenal on Sunday. Palmer sustained an injury during last week's 1-1 draw with Manchester United and only returned to training on Friday. 2. Despite Chelsea's impressive 8-0 victory over Armenian side Noah FC in the European Conference League, they will face a stern test against strong opponents Arsenal. Arsenal's recent form has dipped, but they still sit third in the table on goal difference. 3. Maresca will have access to key players who rested during European matches, but Palmer's availability remains uncertain. Palmer has had an outstanding season with 7 goals and 5 assists. 4. Chelsea's potential starting lineup is 4-2-3-1 goalkeeper Sanchez, defenders Gusto, Fofana, Colwill, James, and midfielders Jorginho and Madueke. 5. Maresca is confident that Chelsea can overcome top teams like Arsenal, believing that as long as they maintain their excellent performance, victory will eventually come. Conclusion *. This briefing comprehensively summarizes Chelsea's preparations for the Arsenal match, highlighting Palmer's injury status while briefly summarizing both teams' recent performances and potential starting lineups. It also reflects the manager's confidence in the team's future performance, achieving a balance between highlighting key information and overall summary. Briefing: Chelsea closely monitoring Benfica's young centre-back Thomas Araújo. Main content *. 1. Chelsea is actively monitoring Benfica's 22-year-old centre-back Thomas Araújo, hoping to strengthen their defense in the future. 2. Araújo has performed well this season, starting 36 matches in the Primeira Liga and the Champions League. His impressive performances have attracted interest from Chelsea, Crystal Palace, and Newcastle. 3. Araújo's contract with Benfica runs until 2028, with a market value of £83 million. Although Benfica was unwilling to sell him in the last transfer window, Chelsea may reconsider this deal in January or next summer. 4. If signed, Araújo would compete with Wesley Fofana and Tosin Adarabioyo for the right centre-back position. However, Araújo's experience in top leagues is relatively limited, and it remains to be seen if he can adapt to Chelsea's needs. 5. Besides Araújo, Chelsea is also exploring other centre-back options, such as Leipzig's Castro Lucaba, to further enhance their defense. Conclusion * Chelsea is closely monitoring Benfica's young centre-back Araújo, hoping to strengthen their defensive capabilities in the future. This reflects Chelsea's defensive needs and emphasis on young talent. Napoli team briefing, November 15, 2024. Napoli midfielder Folorencio will remain with the team, despite limited playing time. Although Folorencio initially faced uncertainty regarding his future after renewing his contract with Napoli early in the transfer window, he plans to stay with the club in January, despite not having received much playing time. His agent, Mario Giuffredi, stated in an interview with Radio Kiss Kiss that although there was a turbulent period, they ultimately returned to their original plan. Atlanta had shown interest in Folorencio but did not pressure the coach to increase his playing time. Giuffredi mentioned that they would not repeat previous mistakes in the next transfer window, as Conte is very fond of Folorencio, and they will reassess the situation in June. Napoli vs Atlanta team news, starting lineups, and predictions. The Serie A match will take place at the Diego Maradona Stadium on Sunday, with Napoli and Atlanta set to clash in a highly anticipated encounter. Both teams are in good form and well prepared for this strong matchup. Napoli recently secured a 2-0 away victory against Milan, marking their 8th unbeaten match in Serie A, 8 wins, 1 draw. Sitting atop the league table, Antonio Conte's team leads second-placed Inter Milan by 4 points. However, they cannot afford to be complacent, as they will face Inter in the next round, a match that will undoubtedly test their confidence. Atlanta also has the capability to pose challenges for Napoli. Despite a less-than-ideal performance in midweek, Atlanta ultimately won 2-0 against Monza, with goals from Samardzic and Zappacosta helping the team secure a 4th consecutive victory, temporarily placing them 3rd in the standings. The reigning Europa League champions, Atlanta, appear determined to mount a serious title challenge in Serie A this season. Defeating the league leaders at home would undoubtedly be the best way to announce their championship ambitions. Napoli has maintained a 100% home win rate, winning 5 league matches at the Maradona Stadium with an aggregate score of 11-2, scoring at least 2 goals in 4 of those matches. The solidity of their defense will be crucial against Atlanta's potent attack. However, Napoli's record against Atalanta at home is not ideal, with only 3 wins, 1 draw, and 4 losses in their last 8 home encounters. Atalanta is poised to create surprises once again at Napoli's home ground. They previously triumphed 3-0 in last season's match, maintaining a zigzag trend in this rivalry. Borussia Dortmund team status, November 15, 2024. Based on the provided articles, the following key points can be summarized. 1. Borussia Dortmund head coach Sahin continues to receive support from club management. Despite the team's recent poor performance and lack of stability, Sahin's position was not threatened during a meeting with club executives last week, and they still have confidence in him. 2. The players also continue to support Sahin, stemming from the good relationships he established with them during his time as an assistant coach. In recent losses against Union Berlin, Augsburg, and Mainz, the players took responsibility rather than blaming Sahin's tactical decisions. 3. Currently, Dortmund ranks 7th in the Bundesliga, trailing leaders Bayern Munich by 10 points, and they have also been eliminated from the DFB Pokal. 4. Despite the recent struggles, Sahin retains the trust of both club management and players. The club hopes to use their 2-1 victory over RB Leipzig 2 weeks ago as a reference point to restore the team's form. Conclusion: Borussia Dortmund is currently in a transitional phase, with inconsistent performances, but head coach Sahin still enjoys support from club management and players, hoping to find stability through adjustments. The club believes that if players can perform at their expected level, Dortmund can get back on track. Liverpool team updates, November 15, 2024. This briefing will summarize Liverpool's latest situation ahead of their upcoming matches against Aston Villa and in the Champions League. 1. Manager Arne Slot's adjustments in the forward line have garnered attention. In the last Champions League match, Slot experimented with a new forward combination, featuring Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz together, with Diaz playing as a centre forward, yielding positive results. This adjustment may carry over into this weekend's league match. 2. Gakpo posted the match poster on social media, which typically indicates he is likely to start again. In the previous Champions League match, Gakpo hinted at a possible rotation in the forward line after being substituted. 3. In midfield, Curtis Jones and Dominik Szoboszlai will compete for the final midfield position. Meanwhile, the left-back position between Andy Robertson and Kostas Tsimikas is also worth monitoring. 4. Welsh star Harry Wilson's impressive performances at Fulham have drawn attention, with his former teammate Joe Allen noting that Wilson showed potential to become an outstanding player during their time at Liverpool. Conclusion: Liverpool's upcoming 2 crucial matches will hinge on the rotation adjustments in the forward line, as well as midfield and defensive selections. The team aims to maintain good form in both the League and Champions League. Paris Saint-Germain team incident, November 15, 2024. Key points summary: 1. Paris Saint-Germain fans displayed a massive Free Palestine banner before a Champions League match, drawing criticism from the French Minister of the Interior. 2. This incident occurred just before the French national team is set to face Israel in the Nations League next week in Paris. 3. The banner also featured images of the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Lebanese flag, resonating with the backdrop of Israel's airstrikes on Lebanon that day. 4. Paris Saint-Germain stated they were unaware of the incident. The French Minister of the Interior indicated that sanctions against the club could not be ruled out. 5. This incident highlights the ongoing impact of the Palestinian issue in the realm of sports. Since October 2023, Israel's war against Gaza has resulted in over 40,000 Palestinian civilian casualties. 6. Previously, the Palestinian Football Association called for FIFA to impose sanctions on Israel, garnering support from several member associations. Conclusion: This incident underscores the close relationship between sports and politics, as PSG fans' actions reflect public concern and protest regarding the Palestinian issue. It has also prompted criticism from the French government and potential sanctions, highlighting the enduring influence of this issue in the sports arena. Tottenham Hotspur recent updates, November 15, 2024. 1. Tottenham women's team latest developments ***. 1. The Tottenham women's team will host Arsenal's women's team this weekend, competing for Derby honours. 2. The Spurs women's team has struggled recently, achieving only 2 wins, 1 draw, and 4 losses, placing them 7th in the league. Meanwhile, Arsenal's women's team has rebounded under new head coach Renée Slegers, recently securing 4 wins and 1 draw. 3. Playing at home may give the Spurs women an advantage, as they previously defeated Arsenal 1-0 at home. However, Arsenal boasts a strong attacking force, having scored 18 goals this season, while Spurs have one of the league's weakest defenses, making an Arsenal victory likely. 2. Tottenham men's team recent situation ***. 1. The Spurs men's team has experienced ups and downs lately, suffering a disappointing defeat to newly promoted Ipswich in the league. They also lost to Galatasaray in the Champions League group stage, leaving the team in a slump. 2. Player Pedro Porro has called on the team to take responsibility for their performance and work together to improve. 3. New head coach Ange Postecoglou is under pressure to quickly identify issues and adjust the team's form. 3. Other developments ***. 1. Tottenham has announced a 2-year strategic partnership with digital privacy partner ExpressVPN, marking ExpressVPN's first global partnership in football. 2. The new head coach of the U.S. national team, Mauricio Pochettino, has received praise from player Christian Pulisic, who believes this brings a fresh start opportunity for the team. Conclusion ***. The recent performances of both the Spurs women's and men's teams have been inconsistent, placing pressure on the teams and their fans. However, player Pedro Porro's call for unity suggests that under the new head coach's guidance, Tottenham can quickly find their form and regain their former glory. Porto Team Briefing, November 15, 2024. Summary ***. Barcelona sporting director Deco has stated that the club does not intend to make significant signings in the upcoming transfer window. Under Hans Flick's leadership, Barcelona currently leads La Liga and is expected to advance smoothly to the Champions League round of 16. Deco denied rumors that the club is closely monitoring Manchester City's Erling Haaland and Sporting's Victor Gyökeres. Meanwhile, the expanded Club World Cup, featuring 32 teams and set to take place in 2025, is generating significant interest. This new flagship event will be held in the United States and is expected to attract top stars like Messi. The draw for the tournament is scheduled for December 5 in Miami. Additionally, Scottish Health Minister Neil Gray has sparked controversy by using a government vehicle to attend a football match. He is set to make a ministerial statement in the Scottish Parliament this Thursday to explain the situation. Conclusion ***. This briefing covers Barcelona's transfer intentions, the upcoming Club World Cup, and the controversy surrounding a Scottish politician, providing readers with comprehensive and focused information. RB Leipzig team status, November 15, 2024. 1. RB Leipzig has been struggling recently, suffering consecutive defeats in both the Bundesliga and the Champions League. In their match against Borussia Mönchengladbach, the team showed a lackluster performance in the first half but improved in the second half. 2. Player Capel stated that the team's recent 2 losses were due to a lack of intensity and desire to compete, but they showed improvement in the second half of the match, giving their all, and he cannot blame the team. 3. The recent 0-0 draw leaves Leipzig trailing leaders Bayern Munich by 5 points. After the international break, Leipzig will face Hoffenheim, Wolfsburg, and Kiel, along with crucial matches against Inter in the Champions League and Frankfurt in the DFB Pokal. 4. On the national team front, Belgium will face Italy in the UEFA Nations League. The last encounter ended in a 2-2 draw, making this match a critical one. Belgium currently ranks 3rd in the Nations League and needs a victory to maintain their promotion hopes. Conclusion ***. RB Leipzig's recent performances have been inconsistent, and the team needs to find their form and maintain stability at crucial moments. The upcoming matches will be vital for the team's prospects in both the Champions League and domestic league. Club Brugge team briefing, November 15, 2024. 1. Renowned Dutch electronic music DJ Don Diablo will hold a grand performance at the famous German nightclub Butchau's to celebrate its 20th anniversary. The event will feature a brand new sound system, promising an unforgettable audiovisual feast. Tickets will go on sale on November 15 at 1800 hours Central European Time. 2. The Los Angeles Angels have signed infielder Kevin Newman to a one-year contract worth $2.5 million, with a team option for 2026 at the same amount. If the team declines the option, they must pay a $250,000 buyout. 3. To make room for a 40-man roster, the Angels designated catcher Matt Thaiss for assignment. Additionally, the Angels have reached a 2-year deal with catcher Travis d'Arnaud this week. 4. In the MLS playoffs, Inter Miami faced a heavy defeat but was granted a top seed position for the upcoming Club World Cup by FIFA. This decision has sparked widespread controversy, as this position is typically awarded to teams with strong regular season performances. Critics argue that FIFA made this decision to ensure Messi's participation, thereby boosting viewership. Conclusion *. These articles cover several important developments related to Club Brugge, including a renowned DJ's performance, player transactions by the Angels, and Inter Miami's playoff loss and special treatment in the Club World Cup. The content is rich and informative, with the briefing aiming to highlight the most valuable information while maintaining overall coherence and clarity. Eintracht Frankfurt team status, November 15, 2024. 1. Eintracht Frankfurt has performed excellently in the current Europa League group stage, currently sitting third in the group with 7 points and on track for a smooth advancement to the knockout stage. 2. The team is also sixth in the Bundesliga, just 6 points behind Bayern Munich, maintaining good form. They have remained unbeaten in both league and European competitions recently, showcasing strong attacking power, with a 7-2 victory over Bochum in their last league match. 3. Frankfurt's key player, Marmish, has had an outstanding season, contributing the most goals and assists in the top 5 European leagues. He is expected to play a crucial role for the Egyptian national team in the upcoming Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers in November. 4. Additionally, Frankfurt has some young stars like Larsson and Svensson attracting attention, with their impressive performances sparking interest from several top clubs. Conclusion *. Eintracht Frankfurt is currently in excellent form, performing well in both the Bundesliga and Europa League, particularly with Marmish's outstanding contributions posing significant attacking threats. This Bundesliga powerhouse is poised to achieve good results this season,